everybody. Good evening. It's Thursday, November 5th, 2020. It's JP Alexander for the Rabid Dogs Unleashed. And the election is over, pretty much, but we still don't know who the president of the United States is. It's been 2 days now, 48 hours. Probably not going to know 100%. Well, we know already. It's Biden. At least I'm going to call it myself. Say, but it's Biden. Do I think it's all in the up and up? No, I think there's been some voter fraud going on. And you know something? I'm okay with that because voter fraud's probably been going on for years in one way or another. So if they want it that much, if they want Biden to be the president that much, give it to him. That's what I say. I say there's no way to win this for Trump, even if he complains and has them, he sues some states and they have to do recounts and stuff. We're just going to be wasting time like 2020, and we're not going to get it. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get the win he wants, and it's unfortunate, but that's life. That's how it plays out. And the Democrats want it so bad, and they got so much power now that it's theirs, and nothing Trump can do is going to win it back for him. And even though he does somehow steal it back, he's not going to. Yeah, because it's at the point where if he takes it, they're going to say he stole it anyway. So there's no way, to win for him. And he should just walk away and go back to his businesses and look back at this and say, hey, the American people spoke. They got what they deserve. Because believe me, we're going to be regretting this in a few months. If not sooner, we're going to be regretting this. Biden's not going to last his 4-year term. We're going to have Kamala Harris as the president of the United States. Somebody who got 2% of the vote when she ran in Democratic primary. So somebody who got 2% of the vote to become the presidential nomination. She got 2% of the vote and she lost to a senile 78-year-old man who has done nothing in the government for 50 years. So basically, that's who we're going to have the president of the United States soon enough. So, it's almost like we deserve this, I think. We almost put ourselves in this horrible situation where I think we deserve what's coming to us. What's coming to us is you didn't want Trump, so here you go. So yeah. And do I feel bad Trump didn't win? Yeah, but I can live with this because it's not but enough people voted for Biden that you can easily fake a few votes here and there. That doesn't really matter anymore. So it was a close race, but the polls were bad, were worse again. Biden in a landslide. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 10. He's 10 points ahead. Yeah. Like Hillary Clinton was many points ahead too before the 2016 election. Yeah. Okay. So there you have it. But my opinion again, I think of course Trump's not going to listen to me because his ego is too big to just walk away. But I think he should just walk away and say, you guys, this is what you want. This is what you got. And then in due time, they'll interview him and he'll be like, I told you so. I told you so. And he's going to be able to say that one day. Well, now he should go back to running his businesses, making money, being successful. And, maybe we need someone like his son, who seems like him, but not as brass as him, not as probably rude as him, who might play a better public relations game than Trump did. And, okay, I'm all for that. Believe me, after 4 years of Biden, we're going to need somebody totally new to come out of the woodwork and somebody anti-establishment and take over again. Because I think we had a taste of Trump, and I think it was good, a good taste. I'm glad this 4-year experiment was in place, and we all know what the Democrats are up to, what they could do. No, I mean, I believe years ago, maybe the Republicans were doing stuff like this, I don't know. But I believe now the media, Hollywood, the, the print media, uh, they're all in the tank for the Dems, and we've gotten to the point where we put so many people in power who are Democrats that it's almost a shock that Trump even got elected in the first place. So, but I'm glad it happened, and you know, the Dems want it too much because you fucked their money train for 4 years, and they need to take it back, and they're going to take it back. Our taxes are going to go up, unemployment's going to go up, and we expert. And what we're just seeing California might be only the beginning of what other states will turn into. And I'm just glad the Republicans kept the Senate. That's all I can say about that. And again, Trump should walk away and be glad he's still alive and he still looks as bad as he did 4 years ago. And he's still alive, and he's still has a lot of money to make in his businesses, and he should go back to them and just and unlike other politicians, he could walk away and leave and not think about it again. Other people like Hillary Clinton, Obama, Biden, obviously, who got to stay in politics because they got nothing else. Their whole life is politics. Trump's whole life isn't politics. He doesn't need this. But I have to say, one politician who surprised me in this whole thing was Bush II, the younger one. He left office. You haven't heard from him anymore. He doesn't have to stay in politics. He doesn't have to keep talking. He doesn't have to be a center of attention anymore. He moved on. He retired, and he's living a good, peaceful life somewhere. And he's on the Ellen show, and he's dancing with Ellen. And he's actually almost really liked now because he got out of politics. He doesn't need politics, and I like that. This is why I don't like lifelong politicians who keep hanging around. They need that validation from the American people that they're okay. Maybe they got beat up in school, or their parents didn't love them enough. I don't know, but I'm kind of glad. I kind of hope Trump isn't like that, and he just goes away. And we could see him on another episode of The Apprentice. Maybe there in a couple of years, NBC will take him back because they see it's money. They might have their beliefs politically, but green comes before any political belief, I think, in their mind. But I'm getting off the target of what I'm speaking of here. But that's what I think, and it'll probably be called for Biden soon enough. And okay, I'm ready for it. I'm accepting it. I'm going to call it already for Biden. And again, do I think shenanigans happen? Yes, I do. But I can't prove it, of course, and no one's going to be able to prove it. So it's like one of those things. It's never going to be proven, and it's just going to go on like that. And it's like there's no Mr. D's walking into the courtroom saying, "Your Honor, I got," and then people are going to go to jail. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I mean, if Hillary Clinton, got rid of 33,000 emails on her personal server that was located in her bathroom, that was classified information, pretty much these people are not going anywhere anytime soon. And that's all I got to say about this. So Biden won, and the American people lost. That's all I could say. But maybe I'm wrong. And I'll admit, even though I think shenanigans were going on, I'll admit that I was wrong. I thought Trump could pull us out, and he couldn't. And I was wrong. I admit I'm wrong. So, you heard it here first. I said I was going to come on and admit it, and I'm admitting it. So, here's me eating crow, I guess, So, that's it. Have a good night, everybody. JP Alexander for the Rabid Dogs Unleashed. Until the next time, ciao.